everybody, welcome to Cosmic Buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. So I want to start off this video by pulling a card for my Oracle deck. So this is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. I picked this up, or I didn't pick this up. I actually got this as a gift for my birthday in September, and I did do a flip through review on it. I absolutely love it. And I had it at my fiance's house for a couple of weeks and I really missed it. So I brought it back to my house. We're gonna just pick a card. I'm just gonna shuffle them up and then we are going to pick a card and see what it says, and that's how we'll start off this video. That's so, all right, I got the take note card, and that's funny because I think I pulled a card a couple days ago and it was the same exact card, and it's really relevant to what's going on in my life, so I'm going to explain. So it says, your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Basically, this card is telling me to look at a situation differently, put aside any preconceived notions of what I have about the situation at hand and see it from a different perspective. What happens is sometimes I'm so used to seeing something as a problem and feeling like that one thing that would be the solution isn't going to work, whereas I could take a step back, look at the situation from a different perspective and see something that I didn't see there before. So it's about having patience, it's about quieting everything around you. And so that's very relevant to me because that's kind of what I've been doing these past couple days when it comes to the path that my life is taking career-wise. I'm kind of at a standstill when it comes to my career in terms of YouTube. Like, I have a normal job. I just hit myself in the face. I have a normal job outside of YouTube, but I do want to put more time and effort into both my channels. And I finally connected my AdSense to my other account because I used to be in an MCN and there was a whole big issue about it. So I have been thinking kind of the route that I want to take with Cosmic Bunny because I want to take it more seriously, but also my other channel as well. So this card really resonates with me, and it's funny because I just pulled it like 2 or 3 days ago and here it is again. I do really love this deck. You check the booklet, you also get a little bit of information about the species on the card itself. So the seal that you see here is actually a Hawaiian monk seal, and it is the only seal that is native to Hawaii. It's currently an endangered species, as a lot of marine wildlife is, unfortunately. They don't have external ears, just like small openings, so this can symbolize a balance between outward hearing and paying attention to inner knowing. They're very curious. Curiosity and imagination can be a spark needed to create a new flow of energy. So listen to your inner voice or intuition and follow the guidance that you're receiving. That part was what the booklet said. And I think it's nice that for every single card, there's a different animal. And the booklet will kind of tell you why the author chose that particular species to be the illustration for that card. So I do want to talk about something that's been kind of bothering me in the back of my head. I do want to make a whole separate video about it. But a couple months ago, not months, like a couple weeks ago, right when I was starting the Mystic Monday course, I guess someone that I used to buy spiritual candles from threw a subliminal at me. Like, she tweeted something and I felt like it was very much not just directed towards me, but people like me who are learning tarot. And it was kind of like gatekeeping, kind of something you see often in the community where people are like, oh, you're not a real witch, you're like born a witch, or the title witch. It doesn't even have to be that label, but sometimes people will see you like learning tarot or something and feel like if you're not born with this gift, then you're not really a part of the community. I've seen it a lot on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, but sometimes TikToks do get reposted to Instagram, and that's a topic that I've been dealing with lately. I just don't agree with that sentiment. I really don't. Especially because, and I don't want to mention this because I feel like it kind of negates what I'm saying, but my mom has practiced certain things herself, and as a little kid I would see these rituals that she would do not really knowing what it was, not really having a name for it, and she then became a little bit more religious in terms of like Catholicism and Christianity later in life, so that kind of disappeared. But I remember like once I started doing all this and then kind of crafting my own practice and learning more about this community and all the different sectors, because there is a lot of information out there, and I remember things making more sense from me being a child. And I've talked to her about it briefly, but that's a whole other subject. Even if you don't have a background, I feel like anyone can learn tarot. You know, that's why these decks exist, and that's why these decks come with a booklet. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you do have a more innate understanding of the meanings, but I'm pretty sure you still learned it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you still learned what exactly major arcana, what were the minor arcana, what does this do, what is this, like, it's just, I feel like she was trying to discredit me, like trying to be like, oh, like these people want to learn tarot, but they're really not about that life, like they're not this little, whatever. And it just seemed weird to me because I purchased a lot from this, like, she has like a little Etsy shop, whatever, little spiritual business, and upcharges a lot for her stuff, might I add, but that's a whole nother topic. It's just weird. It was just a weird comment and it left a bad taste in my mouth, and that's kind of what I want to dedicate a whole video to, but I figured I'd mention it here just because every time I would post something on Cosmic Bunny or on my second Instagram, in order to kind of gain more traction and Cosmic Bunny, I would post on my main Instagram because I have a little bit more followers, of course. And I would think about it because I know she was going to view it. And it's when she saw my story where I had my rates that she went to Twitter and posted it. And I never directly spoke to her about it because I didn't follow her. We don't follow each other on Twitter. So that might have been something she just posted, not thinking I was going to see, not really caring. And then also, I know she's also dealt with people selling similar things that she has. Like, she'll make these soaps and then someone else will start selling soaps too that she happens to follow, like one of her friends, and that bothers her. But I feel like it's just a tricky, blurry line. Like, I get why you're upset, but when it comes to tarot, I feel like that is something that anyone can do. And like, they sell tarot decks at Barnes & Noble and at the bookstore and at sometimes grocery stores. Like, it's just pretty much everywhere. And I feel like the more people learn it, the bigger community it is and how nice it is, and it kind of dispels some of these misconceptions that surround tarot. And it sucks to have someone say something like that just because I'm offering readings and I'm not charging much. It's not like I'm charging her prices. Like, I'm not charging $100 plus for a reading or for a pull a card. Like, it's not what I'm doing. If you're curious about my rates, I have them on my Instagram highlight, but I'll post them here too. Why not? But yeah, it was just that was a weird little moment, and I made a video about it actually, but I was so angry that I didn't end up posting it because I just feel like I wasn't in the right mindset and I didn't want to say something that I regretted. Or I do want to sit down and kind of delve deeper into that topic because I know I'm not the only one who goes through it. I've seen people be upset, or people saying like, oh, like you're born a witch, you're not born a witch, or this and this, and people feel like they're better than each other. But then other people feel that it's weird when someone comes into the hobby just for the aesthetics of it, and I do understand that. And that's also why I was wondering if that's what she thought I was coming from, that she was just like, oh, you just want the aesthetic of what it means to be a witch, but you're not really a witch. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess I could understand to a certain extent, but I would love to hear your thoughts if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. We will definitely continue this conversation if you're interested. Probably gonna continue this conversation anyway. Has anyone ever made you feel like you shouldn't be in this community because you weren't born a witch, or whatever it is, whatever the reasoning is? I'm gonna definitely look into this more, but let me know if you've ever experienced anything like that, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.